He doesn't need to work on himself. He's 6'4", and they go
He
for him
doesn't-
anyway.
He does 6'4" with the money. The man doesn't.
Like
do-
they come to me. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Remember,
And then
50-50,
I line up
50-50.
Okay, so when they
you-
come to you and you like move to this side, which one are you keeping on this side?
I'm keeping the ones that, or well, yeah, I don't want to go down that route, but I'm
The one.
I'm gonna be attracted to
More
just
than-
holding a conversation.
Yeah.
Man,
No,
you
it's
never
true.
come up
No.
with this
No.
conversation.
It's legit. It's legit. It's legit.
Like,
Okay, there's 5 girls there, right?
okay,
How are you gonna determine if you hold a conversation?
But we're not gonna just pick
Yeah.
them and be like, "Hey, let's
Yeah,
go."
But you're going
Yeah.
to pick the one that you're most attracted to walk up to start
All
the
guys do
conversation,
that.
right?
Yes.
All guys do that.
There's a plan A, plan B, plan C. C is not that bad. You're somewhat attractive,
True.
but if she can hold a conversation, she already becomes the primary one, or the one that you're gonna go for.
true,
But you talk to plan A because
Yeah.
of a physical thing.
yeah, but at the same time, based off of how we're having that conversation.
Oh my God! Which one are you picking to have the conversation and why?
Laugh Kingz.
Welcome to the Laugh Kingz podcast. We're here live on location in Studio J. I'm your co-host Jace. We got my main man to the right, the A-lister, the one leading actor in a drama series. Mr. JR.
What up, y'all?
We got the one who stacked the bills in the back, the sweet but sometimes salty Cash Money Linda.
Hello.
Very salty.
And last but certainly not least, the infamous Prince of Dubai, live in location, Uncle Sammy.
What's up?
What up, Sammy? Just got off that first class seat on Air Emirates, eh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Man's flying back and forth
There you
steadily.
go.
All right, folks, we're here to have fun. First off,
Mm-hmm.
we're not here to play nice. We're here to light fires and have a good time with our missing bottle. Though, let's get the bottle. We don't have it, right?
We don't have it.
All right. So, first, before we get started, thank you, Cash. I'm not above you. I'm not below you. I'm right here with you. Cheers. Damn.
Right. How y'all feeling today?
I'm pretty good. How y'all feeling?
Good, man. Good.
You sure?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's always fun when we're always together.
Really?
No, not really. I hate y'all. Go back home.
Jeez, man. Can we do the pod first?
Well, yeah, let's take care of business first. Then we got to kick you guys out.
All right. But before we get started,
Uh-huh.
before we get into the topics, we must big up the one and only Shensia.
Shout out,
Shout out Shensia. Girl, you keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
There you go.
Like to also give shit where shit is due. Mr. Diddy, we ain't forget about you. News might be stopped talking about you, but we remember what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Big up Ryan Clark, standing up to the man.
There you go.
All right, so for topics today, what do you got?
All right. So we got a pretty jam-packed show.
Okay.
But let's kick it off with, I think, something that's that'll spark a pretty good debate. Why do women like men that are always taken? Whether they're,
Oh my God.
they have a girlfriend, whether they are engaged, whether they're married. Why do women go after the man that is taken?
Since we got a lady on the pod,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not a woman, so I don't really look for men that are taken.
All right.
We'd like to hear it from the horse's mouth. The one, the only,
Mm-hmm.
Cash.
What up, yo?
Why y'all always want me?
And me.
I don't know. I've never been in a situation where I want someone that's taken.
Do you find them more attractive than single guys?
I don't think attraction has a lot to do with it. I think it's the mindset. I think a person that's in a relationship, if you have a good partner, she'll steer you into the right path, and maybe other women will look at that as something that they like. So, for instance, okay, some guys like to party, some guys like to go out have fun. But if you're in a relationship with your partner, I feel like she keeps you grounded. And so other women find that very attractive, right? In my opinion, that's how I look at it. Do you guys understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the reason why women are attracted to guys that are taken is because some of them come off a very successful, grounded.
What does he have that she wants? Is it like the forbidden fruit kind of thing?
Kind of.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Mhm.
I look at it, well, someone that's taken, it's
Has the goods.
it has not just
Proven
have the goods,
goods.
yeah, but like you're with your lady and you have
want that.
everything. Yeah, you have everything. You're going to the gym, you have a good job, you're working, you're attractive, you're successful, you're grounded. Grounded, I think it's the big aspect of it.
Grounded. Okay.
And when I mean grounded, as in you got your shit together, man.
Okay.
And
Okay.
not all guys have their shit together. I feel like if you have a good partner, a female as a partner, she steer you into the right path. Versus if you were single, it's different, kind of, because you have lots of options, so you just kind of go out there and do whatever you want to do because you're not taken. If that makes sense.
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
Interesting.
Have you ever had a guy that was taken?
No.
Don't lie.
That's a low.
Anyways,
You mean
that's a
like
different pod.
being attractive to someone that's already taken?
Yeah.
No, because that's not my taste. Like I don't
Really?
want that drama.
You never like thought about it? Oh, maybe if I was with him, I could have her life, or
No,
Maybe
you just
he
look
could
at
be-
it and you wish you had that, because like sometimes obviously what you see on the outside of things, it's not always the case on the inside,
Mhm.
especially on social media. But like you just look at it as an example, like damn, like he have his shit together, like he's driving a nice car, he's taking out for breakfast. taking
So
out
that's
for
what I don't get
dinner.
though. A single guy can have all those things.
Yeah, I think
He can have a
it's-
nice car.
Yeah.
He goes out to breakfast, but he's
True.
by himself.
True,
Isn't that proving like that self-confidence within him?
true.
That's why I'm trying to get to the root
I
cause
feel
of
like
it.
the grounded
Yeah.
part.
I think it's a perception that
Right.
she's sounding like there's a perception that if you're with someone that you're more grounded
Yes.
or more successful, but that's not necessarily the
all
case.
all the time.
Yeah, because I think you
Well,
can be very successful and you might not see it, and there's maybe a false
Mhm.
sense of
Yeah.
wanting that person.
That's the thing. That's why I said it's not always the case, because I'm not saying single people are not successful.
It just comes across.
It's
that
just
way.
come across sometimes the
Mhm.
picture that a guy, portray that, when he's in a relationship is more like he have his shit together. Like he has his own apartment, things like that. Like you just see the gentleman in him. Like he opened the door for his woman. Like
Oh, so
things
you
like
see
that.
the acts in display versus
Whereas not seeing-
not
Basically,
seeing it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think the opposite.
Okay.
I'm on
But you're
the-
not a woman.
Well, I'm going to speak from a
Yeah,
man's point of view.
perspective, yeah.
I look at it as just like men.
Okay.
And for a woman, they look at it as competition. She has him.
Oh.
I want him.
Yeah.
I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to touch him so you can see. I'm going to drop a comment so you can see. I'm going to do everything so you can see, to let you know that your eyes are not the only eyes watching your man. And if she really wants to play that game, then she will do everything in her power to get your man.
Well, that's only if she thinks that your woman doesn't deserve you and she thinks she could do it better.
I don't think so.
Because there are some women that's very presumptuous, where they will look that you're in a relationship and they think that they're better than your woman because they drive and they do all these things, and your woman doesn't have what they have.
But I don't even think it's that. Sometimes I think it's the chase, it's the thrill. Think of it like
Just
this.
be an attraction thing too. Like you just it's just attraction too. Like,
But
what if you just
yeah, you could be attracted to them, but also too, if you look at it logically, they're taken, so they're off limits. But no, it's the thrill, it's that chase, it's that adrenaline.
Forbidden fruit, what you said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why do people cheat? They don't cheat to get caught. The thrill of cheating is cheating and trying to hide and get away with it. That's the thrill of it. Nobody cheats to get caught. Nobody's gonna go after someone else's man, to only cause conflict. No, I'm gonna go after them. That's the thrill. That's the.
But I think for cheating, that's from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
I think women cheat because they actually want to get out of a relationship and get into a new
no,
relationship.
not necessarily.
I
not
find
yet.
that more
No,
the
no,
case.
not necessarily.
Okay.
And
So you want to cheat to hide it?
no. How do I put this? So you can be with someone wonderful.
Yeah.
You can marry them. You can live with them for 10 plus years. You go out there, you see one of his best friend or somebody that's attractive. Their friend thinks you're attractive. He kind of like trying to hint at you and tell you, you know what, you're cute and all. And you start feeling yourself and you're like, shit. You look at this guy and you're like, damn, he's attractive. My husband is attractive too, but like, he's attractive. Like, how do I put it? There's a word, infatuation.
I think it's
Forbidden
okay.
fruit?
Yeah.
Infatuation as in, like, you don't want nothing else but the like.
Okay, what's something you really like? Let's talk about food. Let's compare men to food. I'm just trying to get an analogy.
God.
What I'm attracted to in a guy?
What do you like to eat?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Strawberries, pineapple.
Say your husband is
grapes.
a strawberry.
Yeah.
The other guy's a pineapple.
Yeah.
You like strawberry.
Yeah.
But you also want some pineapple sometimes.
Not sometimes.
Okay.
I don't think.
Like pineapple's not something you would eat regularly,
Right.
but you like the taste of it.
Yeah. But some women, if they're attractive, let's say if they're attracted to the pineapple,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily that they want to be with them, like to live with them. They just want to feel something different.
See?
So it's the lust versus love.
Yeah. It's
When you
physical.
lust,
Let's
yeah.
use lust, not
So when you lust
infatuation.
over something, it's more like almost
It's like, damn, he's
like not an infatuation, but okay, if you love someone, you're there to the end, blah 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 blah. We know about love, but lust is like it's like that dessert. It's not good, but you still want
But
it.
let's add one more layer to it because we're bringing it back to the dessert that's taken or a
Right.
man that's taken.
Yeah.
It's someone else's dessert.
Right.
It's in
But
someone else's fridge.
Yes.
correct. But at the same time, the competition aspect of, okay, well, yeah, that dessert's in someone else's fridge, but who says I can't go in that fridge and
Right.
grab that dessert?
Right.
And I'm not even going to eat the dessert. I just want to show
Taste-
you.
I think they want to
access.
taste the dessert.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's almost like some cases, it could be a harmless kind of competition
Okay.
where I want to show you, he's accessible. So
Is it to also? I feel like this might be the case. Is it to bring drama or
No.
to show competition to the other woman that I can take your man anytime because I'm in his comments.
Yeah.
I'm kind of lingering around.
Yeah.
Is it more so because the guy's taken the woman you think you're better than? Because women compete with each other
It goes vice versa.
everywhere. Like in the workplace, there's always drama. There's drama. Is that part of it? Like you say,
Yes.
why is she with her? Why is he with her?
Yeah. Like I had an instance. I'll give you guys an example. I had an instance where I have a friend and she have her husband. They're married for 8 plus years. And her husband took her to this party and she saw her husband's friend and his friend introduced himself to it. And of course, this friend has a wife as well and 2 kids. And so what happened is he went on Instagram and he added her and he started liking all of her pictures. So she thinks, well, damn, my husband's friend is like liking my pictures. Like, you know what I mean? Start feeling herself like wanting to post more because he's liking everything that she posts, like all the seductive pictures, right? And so it started with a DM where he reached out to her and he goes, how's your husband? How's my friend? It's like, my husband's okay. And then the conversation started where they start talking and exchange number. And she started to get she started to be like more having feelings, but it's not feelings to have like a long-term relationship. It's just that he's attractive. He smells good. He has a nice car. He has a wife, but obviously his wife doesn't look like her. And then she started saying, oh, his wife is like, she does this job and she looks like this, like an old lady, like she doesn't even wear proper clothes or anything. Meanwhile, she has her husband.
So, that kind of strayed away a little bit from the woman going after, but it's the same similar concept. She loves her husband.
Yes.
Right? He's the provider, the bills, the everything. But she's lusting over another man.
Yes.
Where, I like that thrill, that new energy that stepped in, who's messaging me, and I'm getting a feeling from this new guy that I haven't gotten in a new while. So I think it could go both ways. Same with a woman communicating with a man that's already taken.
Yes.
Right. But I just think, to bring it back to our original conversation, I think women have that more competitive nature in that aspect.
Yes.
I don't know what it is where women just like to go against other women, whether it's competing for whose hair is better, makeup, all of that.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's just in your guys' nature.
I agree with you with that.
So what were you saying before was BS?
What do you mean?
Well, you were saying he was grounded. He has a nice car.
Yeah.
But all this time, it was actually to show the other woman, I'm better than you.
It could be that too.
I think it's more the case because women hate on women. And because, like, I'll give you a good example. Hugh Jackman, a very handsome man. Only you hear comments from other women to say, why is he been married to this woman for so long? She's you won't say like a 10 out of 10, but she's not bad looking.
Right.
But they always give him crap and they always tell him, you should be with like they give Denzel the same thing. You should be with a different type of woman.
Yeah.
And they all think about it and fantasize to be with these guys.
Yeah.
But they don't realize that's what he wants. That's
the man's
his love.
happy.
Yeah.
Man's happy.
Yeah.
She provides in different ways. It's not always about looks.
That's the thing. They hit it on the head. Personality matters.
Yeah.
The way you get along.
Oh, yeah.
So all
Definitely.
that matters. But they're looking at it from, I'm better than her.
Yeah.
And they think that's all that matters. So people think that only the physical traits are
Women.
what make things, go. But no, there's a lot more to it.
It's true. No,
I don't like
definitely.
it though. I don't like it because I actually have experience with that.
Okay.
And I was told, she doesn't even suit her man. Like, she's so skinny, she's short, like, she's dumb. Things like that. And someone came back and they told me, and I'm like, well, she's come laughing in my face, but she's talking all this shit about me because she wants to be with my man.
Well, that's the same thing we mentioned right there.
True.
That's the exact same thing.
Oh, she's short, she's dark, she's dumb.
And it falls into your man's taken.
It's like she have her shit together and I don't.
Yeah. Your man's taken.
Yeah.
And the original source of the actual reason was because the man actually has a woman and the woman looks at the woman to say, I'm better than you.
Yeah. And that's basically
Has nothing to do with the guy.
Yeah.
It is actually a competition.
Yeah. And the guy's perfectly happy
Yeah.
with
Right.
someone short or whatever
Right.
the heck.
So he's just kind of like an innocent bystander in
Yeah.
all of this.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like,
So in that instance, if that's the case where there's now another woman who's trying to slither her way in, right? Whether it's for the intention of actually being with your man or whether it's just to kind of show you I'm here, or I'm a possible threat. At that point, what is the man supposed to do? Or do you look at it, Cash, as the woman, like, leave this to me, let me handle it woman to woman? Or do you expect him to handle it with her?
it depends if she's like really setting her bait out there to catch you, basically. It's like she wants to be with my partner.
Right.
So like say if she's like wanting to text him all the time, wanting to call him all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and then pretend as if like, oh, we're just friends, but she want more than just friends. I feel like I would like to deal with it face to face, but I also want to see how my partner will deal with it first, because that tells a lot about who my partner is as a person.
You see, the thing is, what's being missed is you're falling into the trap because the man has nothing. He's not doing anything wrong.
Right.
And
But what if he is talking to her, though?
But that's a different conversation.
Yeah, that's
though.
different.
Yeah.
But what she is intending to do is to divide you.
Yeah.
So the more you start feeling, oh, this, and you start causing problems with your man,
Yeah.
the easier it is for her to take advantage of the situation. So you have to be smart enough to be like, I can't let this girl or divide us. So I'll communicate with my man and have a solid foundation instead of letting her whole trap, her whole idea, and what she's trying to accomplish get accomplished. So I think you got to look at it like, hey, what is she doing? Is she causing this problem where there isn't a problem? Because that's mission accomplished if you start going to your man and saying, hey, what's wrong with you? Did you do this? Did you do that? He didn't do anything. He's like, what the hell are you talking about?
I don't want that type of drama. Like, I didn't do anything. I leave it up to him for him to deal with the situation, and it was dealt with between the two of them.
That's fair. But like, I think at the same time, I don't know. I'm a believer in if the man is just an innocent bystander in all of this, and there's obviously something going on where the woman she's clearly trying to do something. I kind of feel maybe woman to woman it should be handled.
I don't know. Maybe for all the women, but for me, I don't look at it like that. Like, I've have experience where I have a whole lot of guy friends, and his girlfriend thought that I wanted him, and she messaged me and she started calling me names and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, there's nothing going on. Like, I'm not in competition or anything. And she's like, oh, someone told me that you guys are together and things like that. So I understand what you're saying, like woman to woman, but like, I'm not that type of person where I'm just going to go cause problem. Like, I don't know.
You know what, too? I think what JR is saying, and I understand exactly what you're saying, because if you try to solve it with the other woman, she can say something that isn't true, and it just creates a deeper issue. So it's almost like her lies and whatever is still going to cause a bigger issue. So it's like the man who's the innocent bystander is like, hey, I don't even talk to that person. I'm not interested. And you kind of like, you figure it out so it's not any tension. But the more you get involved with her, the more likely something could get misconstrued.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. I like that. And also, too, I think a man will not understand a woman like how a woman will understand another woman.
Yeah.
Right? You guys might not play similar games, but you have an understanding of the game that she's trying to play. As you said, you said, some women are very presumptuous.
They are, some.
We as men may not look at it like that, right? Because our intellectual intelligence is different than what your intellectual intelligence would be, and emotional intelligence and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I kind of like that idea of not I'm stepping back and I'm just going to be the deadbeat and not fight a battle. But I think like in this instance, if my partner's telling me, hey, you know what, that girl, she's trying to do something here, you are seeing something that maybe I didn't see.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe you could handle it best. Respectfully. You don't have to go, like you said, that girl's calling names and whatnot. Not like that. Be respectful about it. Conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Because now she could flip that narrative and say, oh, this B is acting all crazy, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And you know, people are with social media posting up stuff, but just conversation. Hey, this is what's going on. I don't appreciate it. Right?
Do you also think too that women try to see how weak or strong the man is?
Mm.
Oh, I think they could tell by body language. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Because
But they probably.
I don't know. I think I don't know.
You looked at me on the
I think they could tell based on the body language.
What body language?
So like when you try to entice a man that's already taken,
Yeah.
do you see if he's opening up like to you and see how easy it was? Did you just say hi and all of a sudden he's like
Yeah.
willing and ready to have a date with you? Do you actually try that? Do you do that? Do
No.
women do that?
Well, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure they would like try, and then if they think that they're in the loop, then they'll go for the ride. But for me personally, I've never done it, so I don't know.
That's why I think it's like very tricky, because you see with the women scenario, it's a competition. With the man seeing if they're weak or not, it's a game. It's like
Yeah.
it's always a game.
Yeah.
It's like what can I get out of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
But also too, I think, as you mentioned, okay, if the man's weak or not, okay, weak, the equivalent would be soft, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I think that's fair, right? But in that instance, right? Okay, if the woman sees that, okay, her man, meaning the other girl, her man is soft, meaning pause. Sorry, her man is weak. Her man is weak.
I'm not gonna drink anything right now. Don't want it all.
Sorry, her man is limp.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. No, her man is weak, right? And for some women, like this switch just flips on in their head where they're in like competition mode. It's like, oh, that's baby food. I got this.
Barbecue chicken.
There you go, baby.
Oh, her man spoke to me and said, oh, hey, how was your day? How was your weekend? Maybe they're coworkers or something, or I don't know, a neighbor or something. It's like, oh shoot. Right then and there, based off of like 10 words he said, she's already in game mode.
Yeah.
And she's going to slither away. She's going to make sure when she's taking out the garbage, she's wearing the bati riders. Make sure she's bending down. If it's at work, she's making
Which I don't mind.
Oh, shoot. If she's at work, she's making sure she wear the skirt with whatever, or making sure she parks beside you, or like, again, these are crazy things, but
Man, life's a game. It's so cool.
You know what?
It's so
And
cool.
it is a game. It really is. But it also, so I also find that you have to, people who don't understand the game are the ones who
Right.
get played.
Yeah.
So if you're like, oh, I didn't understand she was hitting on me, like you're already lost. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So if you
I like
know,
that.
you see it, you could counteract the thing.
Is that a version of weakness though? Because you don't see
It's
the,
almost
you
like-
don't see the game.
I
feel
think
like
it's almost
some-
like street smart.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you're not, you're just like, you see stuff
But a lot of
happening and
guys
you don't realize.
But a lot of guys don't have that when it comes to women. They get so, I don't know what the word is. Is it?
You know what? It's not only guys. I think a lot of women don't see it too,
Women
because
too, yeah.
guys
Yeah,
be playing the
yeah.
same tricks, and
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I don't think he's hitting." Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get blinded by the whatever.
yeah,
Or it's like that famous one where, if a guy's going after a girl, meanwhile he's a player, he's got like 10 other girls he's
Yeah.
dealing with. No, I'm the only
Only
girl.
one,
And it's
yeah.
like, how can you not
Let's
see
see
his
the
phone?
sign.
His
Yeah.
phone's on the table was blowing up. Sexual chocolate, 69 goddesses all texting and calling. Oh no, I'm the only girl. Like, you know what I mean? But
it is because they don't know the game, right? Yeah.
there might be another guy who could look straight in her face and say, how do you not see you're getting played?
Exactly.
So that's what I mean. Does it come down to, I don't want to say it's street smarts, but can it just be that the same sex or the same gender just knows better than the opposite sex?
Maybe it comes with experience too.
That's what I wanted to
True.
bring, because
Yeah.
good guys who are loyal and doesn't have so much experience in relationships,
Yeah.
they don't really think that way.
Yeah.
They're always thinking about everyone's innocent and pure, and that's where the good guys mess up. But you see, when it comes to the dogs, they know
there.
they know this is the game,
Yeah.
and I've been through this a million times. And that's what sucks for the good guys, the nice guys.
Yeah.
They end up finishing last, unfortunately, in situations like this. They don't realize what's happening. They get caught up into it, And it's like, oh crap.
But you can understand the game so many different ways. Like with the internet
Yeah.
out there, you should be able to understand what's going on.
True, but I'm also a believer of, until you experience something, you know
Yeah.
it fully kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Think
But-
about a city boy going to a country.
There
or,
you go.
Or a country boy going to
Yeah.
the city. Different culture, different. It's like, damn.
Yeah, you can read about it.
Yeah, that's true. You read it, watching the movies,
Yeah.
TV, and then you're there, and it's like,
You gotta watch Lifetime movies,
Yeah.
man. That's how I learn about women.
country boy goes to the city. He's like, "Where's my horse to ride?" It's like, no, you got to jump in the cab, jump in your Uber.
It's a Uber.
While the next door neighbor is going out taking out the garbage half naked.
Hi, Miss Jackson.
Thunderstorm. My power's out. Can I stay here? Your wife's not home, right?
Oh shoot! But so in that instance, if the girl is going after a taken guy, right, and she's playing her games, is she playing chess or is she playing checkers?
Oh my god. It's definitely checkers. Chess. It's
Chess.
definitely chess. Because she's already thinking about the end game
Right.
where she's saying checkmate. And she's already put into place, tonight I'll be doing this. If he reacts this way, I got this counter move with that counter move. Next week I got this counter move with that counter move until you hit that. That's what I think.
Okay.
And your girlfriend better be playing. If she's playing checkers, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if she's not also playing chess, kind of what we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you as an innocent man is sitting there like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like,
What game is being
yeah.
played?
I didn't do anything. She was wet. She had to change her clothes.
Okay.
Oh god. Sounds like
There was nowhere
Jace?
to sleep. My bed was free. I wasn't sleeping.
Had to change the example out.
I promise there's pillows in between us. Oh man, but okay. So you say the girl is playing chess.
Chess, yeah, chess. You
You
say
s-
checkers?
I have a different take on
Let's
it.
hear it, let's hear
I think the girl that's trying to go after the taken man is playing chess. Is playing checkers. But if the woman who's with the man sees right through and what's going on, she has an opportunity to play chess. And why I say that is she can feed into it and let her man know, hey, XYZ is going on. Heads up, head on a swivel. And now, because both of you guys now, your partners addressed it, now both of you guys understand what is going on, you could kind of lean into it and shut it down right away. Now, if you allow the girl that's trying to go after the taken man and she wins, then obviously it was chess because her calculated moves allowed her to slither in and grab that man.
I can see that.
Right?
Yeah.
So if it works out, it's chess. If it doesn't work out, it's checkers.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Similar to what I was saying. Like the other girl is playing chess for sure. And
Yeah.
it almost depends on what your game your partner is playing.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing checkers, checkmate, she's going to win.
Yeah.
If you're both playing chess, now you can actually,
That's true.
but it is what
Yeah.
it is.
Cool.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's all about manipulation.
Yeah.
It's all about the game.
Survival of the fittest.
And poor single guy over there sitting alone. Why ain't nobody want me?
And you know what? The people who don't play the game have the best relationship.
There you go.
Boom.
I like that. That was good. But hold on, Cash, I got a question for you.
Oh boy, where is this going?
I think we kind of alluded to it earlier, but I want to circle back to it.
Okay.
From, I guess, from our point of view,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that men go after women that are taken?
No, not all the time. I think it's for one specific reason.
So would you say it's 50-50 on both sides?
I would say that.
Really?
I've seen more on like. I think again, as I said, it's like it has to do with like how the person look and for guys. it's how the woman looks, and if they're attracted to them, they'll just kind of like test and see where it goes from there. But like they're not wanting to like ruin the relationship that she and her partner have, if that makes sense.
So they just kind of want to
be the friend.
Yeah,
I
like
think
I've
so.
seen some guys that try to befriend and see if they can actually win the person over from their relationship.
I was gonna say, I don't know what guy you're talking about, but nobody's trying to be friends around here in today's age.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there are a few.
All right. I would
I'm
love to
pretty
meet
sure.
them.
They call men dogs for a reason.
I mean, I
I'm
just
playing.
I don't know.
I think it depends on the guy. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes the guy doesn't care. He just wants to hit that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it goes
Hit and
based on-
run.
That's
That's
why I
it.
said it's like based
Shout
on
out.
attraction. It's like nothing really. Not to
Yeah.
break up the home, but like to just hit and run, as you said. That's what I said. Attraction, how she looks, just the outer part of it. They don't want anything else. They don't want to break up the home. Just want to do it secretly and just say they hit it. That's it. That's how I look at the guy's perspective.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you know of more? And you can speak on your friends. Do you know more guys that have tried to go after the taken girl, or do you know of more women that tried to go after the taken man?
I think more so like women. I don't really know like too much guy friends or anything. I've know a few like know that girls are in a relationship and they still try to see where it goes, but I don't think they want a relationship out of it. As I said again, it's just want to say that they hit and run. That's it.
I think there's more camaraderie around guys. Where there's
Yes.
like a guy code where women
Yeah.
don't really have that code.
Yeah. Oh, like she has her man, but like I want to show you guys like I can actually get that even though she has a man.
Like I'm not here to prove that I'm a better man than the other guy you're with.
I think you're right. I agree with that.
Yeah. And I don't really want women that are taken anyways. Like
That's the
More
thing.
headache.
Same
Yeah.
here.
What have more headache for?
I don't want a man that's taken. I don't want that type of drama.
yeah.
That's fair. All right. I guess any final thoughts you guys want to close with on this?
No, I'm good. I think I've learned a lot
Mhm.
there. Learned a lot.
Always remember, it takes two to play the game. That's
And
it.
wear your rubber.
Oh God. And if not, buy Plan B.
No frills bag.
Why no frills?
Oh, shoot.
Shout out no frills.
Shout out no frills.
Oh my
There's so many.
Yeah, why
frills
no
bags.
frills exactly?
The Walmart bag's too thin. You know the Walmart bag.
Someone's speaking from experience here.
Someone's gonna have a baby in the next few weeks.
Oh man.
No frills bag.
All right, I forgot to do the. I'll include this, but I forgot to give out the socials and things like that in our intro. So let's do it. We're everywhere, peeps. We're on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Our handles are at the Laugh Kingz with a Z or a Z. For those audio heads, find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Castbox. Search the Laugh Kingz. And for anything and everything, check us out on direct.me/LaughKingz with a Z.
Yep.
So I got a question for Cash. I'd like to ask you a question about your ideal man.
Oh God, put me on the spot.
Yeah. Tell me some things that you look for in a man.
My preference will be honesty or loyalty, caring, kind, successful, and regardless if he's not successful, then we can build it together. A man that is goal driven, that a person that likes change and
Okay. Let's back it up. Because
you're looking for
You don't really know the guy.
okay.
When you're on your witch hunt, I guess.
Oh shoot.
What do you look for? What are you sizing up?
In terms of physique,
Sure. Let's go with that.
obviously you'd want somebody. Well, for me, my preference will be Someone that's slim,
Okay.
overall slim, and not too tall, not too short.
What what does that mean?
I don't know. It's
average height. What's average height?
I don't mind dating someone that's short,
Okay.
as long as they're not like short like my height.
Okay.
And I don't mind dating a guy that's really tall either.
Okay.
But I feel like if you're really tall, like I think with me being short and petite, it's not gonna really look good. Like we're not gonna look good. Like I'm gonna look like your sister or something. So my preference would be, that's why I
Damn.
said, like, it all depends. As
Okay.
long as you're not too short nor too tall.
Okay.
And in physique wise, as I said, slim. My thing is, it's like just healthy looking person. Someone that's groomed well, smells good,
Okay.
talks well, dress properly.
So you answered it really well. But for most women,
Yeah.
you know how they say it's not the physical,
Yeah.
it's more of
On the
what's
mental
in
side, yeah.
mental side.
Yeah.
And in contrast, women always say men look for physical features.
Yes.
Right. Why is it that most women, when they describe their ideal men,
Mm-hmm.
they are telling you he has to be 6 feet,
Mhm.
he has to have money,
Okay.
has to smell nice,
I mean,
and so on,
hygiene
like
smells.
which are physical
Yeah.
attributes rather than the mental.
Yeah.
Can you help me describe that complexity, or why women say it's more on the mental side, but when they really describe their ideal man, they're describing physical stuff?
I think it also comes down to, and I've watched shows where women describe that they want someone tall. They have to be like attracted to the person, not just mentally, but like his physique has to be like, being tall. They want their kids to be tall. Like I've heard like someone say, "Oh, I want my kids to be basketball players, so I'm looking for someone that's tall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want like short kids."
Okay.
Your other question was regarding money.
Yeah.
I think money is also important, because I think when you start a family, you want to make sure that your partner, especially if you're looking at the person on a long-term relationship, you would like to have a person that is financially stable to take care of your kids and perhaps pick up the slack when you can't. So I think that's part of it. But then you also have women who wants to be spoiled and yes, they work good money, but they also want a man that spoil them drastically. And when I mean spoil, as in buy all the Louis Vuitton and get them a car or whatever the case may be. So there are two types of women. Some of them
Okay.
who are looking for just being financially stable. You don't have to be a millionaire, but then
Mhm.
there are some women who prefer to have a guy that have a ton of money, a millionaire.
So I've heard all of the requirements and checklists, right?
Yeah.
Why is it when a guy has a checklist, for example?
Yeah.
I want a woman who is probably not too overweight.
Okay.
I want a woman that perhaps is a little bit more feminine.
Okay.
That seems to be an issue when us as men have some sort of requirements,
Okay.
but when y'all have requirements, we can't tell you that you seem, I don't know what's the opposite of misogynistic for a woman, but
I feel like women are more emotional.
you have a list of requirements though.
Right. Like I get what you're saying, but like I feel like women are more emotional when it comes to these things. Like
Okay.
I don't know like how to explain to you like I understand what you're trying to say like
Like guys get shit
for
for saying that they want a certain type of woman in
Yeah.
their life.
yeah.
Oh, why? Because blah 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 blah. I'm fat.
I mean,
you can't call me fat. You can't
I'm
call
not-
me this.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at you having preference,
Mm-hmm.
but like there are some women, as I said, that's very insecure and they get emotional over those things when men decided that they want to tell them what type of woman they're looking for in terms of physique.
So, do you think that a man can't get emotional or
feelings.
feel that type of way when they're hearing
Yeah.
those type of things?
I think No, I totally agree with you. That yes, they can feel emotional, but also too, I feel like women look at men to be a little bit more stronger and not emotional.
Yeah, but why do women want to be more masculine then? Because it seems like I'm not allowed to pick who I want. I have to pick what's socially acceptable for a man today.
Right.
So I have to accept the fat chick in the corner
Yeah.
that has mental issues because it's okay. When I really want a nice hot chick.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I mean,
I just don't understand that part. But you guys,
not all of us.
most, will probably want a guy, like we said, who's well off, who's tall, who has all these things, when the average guy is probably the average guy. 5'6", 5'7", works a decent job, has a 9 to 5, good person, not muscular. You know what I mean?
Social media also impact a lot of our lives. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because what we see out there is like, damn, it should be like a prince looking good, got his shit together.
I don't think it's social media because I think it goes way back in time. Back in time with my man, Genuine. Anyways, like if you go back to Bollywood movies, Hollywood movies, Disney, the Cinderella.
You see all these hot guys. And
the
you're like,
Cinderella and the handsome prince.
Correct.
The beast turns into this handsome prince.
Yeah, not just social media, but
why can't he turn into a regular guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
it's the fantasy.
I have a question. So what's more important? Having the storybook or the view of what the perception of what people are seeing, or actually having that good guy that treats you right? Maybe he's short. Maybe he's fat.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Maybe he's not fat, a little overweight, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he has the money. He does what he's supposed to do. Good guy. Instead of having the perception that
he saves.
You know,
right?
yeah. You know, the perception what everybody else wants, the 6'5", whatever, but isn't as good maybe. But you look past that because of a physical characteristic that nobody controls. You know, when you say you want a child that's 6 whatever, you don't know that's gonna. You can have a guy who's 6'5", but his genetics might produce something that's 5'4". You know what I mean?
That's true.
But you've already overlooked all of those characteristics for what you perceive. You know, instead of what is in reality. So what would you prefer? What do you think about that?
To touch on that, I'm going to go with the physical appearance thing. Just because, and I feel like a lot of women choose guys that is fit. And obviously not everyone that look fit is healthy. But also too, I've heard quite some time that women prefer to be with someone that looks good on the outside, but don't know what's happening on the inside. And the reason why they're not choosing someone that's a little bit more big is because they're thinking long term as, okay, he might be getting sick, like he probably have heart issues, or he's, I don't know, diabetic or something.
Perception again, because people who are like marathon runners have clogged arteries.
That's how some people look at it, though, because your weight, like of your weight, they look at it, well, I'm gonna have to invest like a lot of time in taking care of someone that is bigger versus someone who goes to the gym and work out. Like, I can see that he have his shit together. He get up every morning, he goes to the gym, he work, I stay fit, you know, healthy. He can also help me on the journey versus someone that's bigger. They'll look at it, well, this person have a habit of just being big, like they're not doing anything. This is not my preference, but I've heard quite some time like women talk about these things. So I think it all depends.
So another thing. So are we as people creating a society where the people who are 6 foot, whatever, or the attractive women not having to be as good of a person because they're going to be accepted for whoever they are anyway.
That's true.
So they don't have to put in effort. They don't have to do this because they feel like they can move on because somebody else. So are we guilty of, you know, using the perception and overlooking the good qualities that we should be looking at and creating a culture where it's not,
just
you know,
looks.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you.
because most men and women,
Mhm.
that's like the top 1% of guys are over 6 feet,
Yes.
right? Good looking, has money. Most guys with money are overweight. They're
Yeah.
like horrible looking people out of shape
Yeah.
because they're so focused on work.
Yeah.
But that's like the real. I just have a problem with when guys have requirements.
Mhm.
We get shamed for it in a way. Like it looks as it's looking like, oh, you have all these requirements for a woman. But women can easily say, I want this and I want that. And they get a pass
Yeah.
for it.
Should be equally
Yeah,
shamed.
yeah.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
it should
saying.
be
Yeah.
equal. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Just because like you can see someone and
Yeah.
they're a little bit bigger, and then you're like, well, I don't want her.
Yeah.
But then what's your reason for not wanting her?
We
Because
get
she's
shit
bigger?
for that.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like this guy.
Like you're like criticizing how she looks, basically.
But-
But that's your personal preference, though. You just don't want to deal with that. You go to the gym, you eat healthy, you work out. You're looking for someone that's more slim, someone that not too skinny, but someone that's slim.
Yeah.
So then we can't complain when you go with the physical attraction and they're like, oh, this man was a dog. Well, that's what you kind of went with. Like you went for
Right.
the physical
Yeah.
traits as opposed to the
Yeah.
chubby dude who was beside
Yeah.
him eating a Big Mac, the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh,
Yeah.
he got the gym body. Let me go with that guy.
Yeah.
This man eating a Big Mac probably got a clogged artery. So then you look for sympathy after the other guy may
Yeah.
not treat you right. But the signs were there.
Yeah.
Like it was there. You just didn't want the chubby dude.
You just look at
That's
a person
true.
and just determine.
And then you
like,
have the excuse of men are physical, women are more mental or emotional. But
Mm.
that is truly the opposite.
It's
Yeah,
proof right
it's
there. 'Cause-
Y'all physical just as us. We look
Yeah.
at ass, y'all
Yeah.
look at ass, y'all look at height, y'all look at money. That's a physical attribute.
Yep.
And when they
That
say
is not emotional attribute.
they have to be attracted to you, they're thinking about bed as well. Like
Yeah.
trying to imagine like how you could perform in bed.
What do you guys look at guys and say how
Like in your head, you're like trying to analyze like, oh God, like how does it
because he has
Just like-
abs he can go like
just like no, not only that, but like I feel like that have a part of it too.
Okay.
Not all women, but like also men as
y'all
well.
physical too, man.
See? That's
Also
all
men
physical.
too, because like if you see a girl with a fat ass, like you'll be like, damn, like yeah, I can definitely see. But if you see somebody that like a small booty and you
No,
know,
speak for yourself.
small
I wonder if
titty-
she goes to the library and things.
Oh yeah, okay, okay.
Doesn't have social
Okay.
media.
Okay.
Church girl.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jace, you mentioned something interesting. You said, or you believe that men get a lot of backlash for kind of professing their expectations
Yeah.
of a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of think the opposite of that.
Really? Okay.
And reason being is I think right now in today's world, it's BBL galore, it's lip
Okay.
injection galore.
Oh.
Which is horrible, by the way. Y'all look like ducks.
And it's
Hey, that's
probably not
woman's
good for your
personal
body.
preference.
I would
Yeah.
assume.
We'll be hearing about 10, maybe 20 years from now how
Yeah.
bad it is.
But yeah, we look like ducks, but then yet you guys want to chase at us.
Nah,
But
me.
but that's what I'm saying
Nah,
though.
me.
I think
No, don't
that,
say nah, you,
Nah,
because
I
I'm tired of
100%
hearing
nah.
guys. I'm
Nah.
tired of hearing
Nah.
guys saying,
Nah.
"Oh, I don't want her because she has fake ass." No, you want some.
No.
You
I
know
really
you want
don't.
some.
I prefer
I don't want her
I
because she has
prefer
fake
a
boobs.
flat, normal, average ass. than a
Man, you
fake
know you
BBL.
want some.
No.
You know that's the
No.
same type of
It ain't
woman
the
that
same.
you're cheating
It
with.
ain't the same. All these guys, they look, but it ain't the same. When you go, you don't see the reflection back.
Dang.
No, it ain't the same.
It's
No,
like hitting a
Jace.
brick wall.
It ain't the same.
No,
man.
Jace.
It ain't the same.
I agree
It ain't
with
the
you with
same.
that.
It's like, why don't I just do with a plastic doll instead of
Yeah.
just doing with the skin and nice and human? You know what I mean?
Suit yourself, man.
Yo, plastic doll?
You.
I ain't doing a plastic doll.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. I was like, what?
No,
No,
he's
but just
saying he
like-
might as well be.
Yeah, I might as
okay.
well
That's
do
why
a
I'm like,
plastic
whoa,
doll.
that's
Yeah.
you.
No, but just like
You do you.
celebrity though. Like you see all these celebrity, for instance, like SZA. You guys know SZA.
I'm not attracted to a lot of these people that they're pushing out. I really am not. It's weird.
I think SZA's beautiful. She's talented. I
But
mean,
what
I like the
happens-
old
I'm just-
SZA,
don't-
What
but I
happened
also
to
like the
natural
music.
though? What happened? Like, you know, a natural woman
Right.
who doesn't need to. It all starts. I
You
think
know
it's confidence.
You know
though.
who's the most beautiful woman in the world, or at least up there, who has never had plastic surgery, and y'all would agree with me 100%?
Who's that?
Salma Hayek.
I hope she didn't have plastic surgery, but
She
she's
did not.
beautiful.
She says
Yeah.
she's all natural, always been natural.
And I prefer women
Yeah.
who's natural. I think it's a confidence thing. I
Yes.
can't speak for women, but I feel like they want to feel confident with how they look. Maybe it's not maybe they're not doing it for us.
It's
the
not for
thing.
us because
because
I
we
know
might
I don't
not like
prefer.
it, you
I
know
know
what
I don't
Yeah.
prefer. I know a lot of
Some
guys.
guys
I think
prefer
the
it, though.
opposite though.
You prefer
Yeah.
that?
No. I'm saying sorry, are you saying that when you say us,
Guys,
Guys.
men,
Guys.
yeah.
but I think it's the opposite though.
Okay, explain.
It may not be our preference, but there's a reason why it's being pushed. It's a reason why you compare
Money.
a music video
That's
right
what-
now in 2024 versus a hip hop music video versus a hip hop or R&B video in 2000s.
Yeah.
The girls, the video vixens, they were slimmer, right? They're not walking around with the big BBLs.
I really don't find it attractive.
But-
I really don't.
But that's what got the views
But
up,
I think though that's
the
what's
thing.
that's what gets the likes. We're seeing it
Yeah.
on social media.
Yeah.
We're
But who's
seeing it
liking those
everywhere.
videos? Is it more women than guys?
I think it's the men.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a phase for these young men. When they grow up and they actually get a really
No.
natural woman, they'll see.
No.
Well,
The beauty
bodies
in that.
change too,
I don't
right?
know, man.
So if you do
Yeah.
it, it may look okay at 22,
I just
but now at 34, now what are you gonna do? You're gonna
Yeah.
just keep adding and adding and adding.
for me,
Then
it's
it's
just
like human
like
beings
it's a
look
mental
different.
thing for me. Like as soon as
Yeah.
I know you have, even if I didn't notice, but you had something done, I'll be like, you're like not. You lost a couple points for me. It may look physically attractive in a dress, but I'm sure when the clothes come out, it doesn't look that nice.
What if you're like born with like a big nose and you just want to tailor it? a
Yeah,
little
but
bit?
some people find that
Right.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like there is some people out there
No,
that
but
would
that
like
don't make
it.
you feel
But I
confident.
think it's
though.
confidence.
Yeah.
Like it goes back to what
True.
she's saying is like whoever has
If there's a
that big
deformity or
nose.
things like that, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Like just to seem a little bit more normal,
No.
but
Right.
you're going above and beyond just to look like Kim Kardashian at the end of the day.
We're all
But-
looking
That's
the
the
same.
thing, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone's looking the
But
same.
here's the thing: is it confidence that's like? Are you doing it for confidence within yourself? Like this is for your own personal beliefs, or is it
Social
is it
media.
for the social media to get the extra eyes and whatnot from men? Because if you're doing it for that, that's one thing. But if you're doing it for yourself, your whole life, and I'm talking about when you're
Yeah.
a young girl in high school. I'm not talking about you're in your 20s and you see everybody doing it, you want to do it. I'm talking about if you lack confidence in high school, whatever the case may be, and you decide to go out and get whatever you want to get done, I don't see anything wrong with that because you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it because you see all of today's female rappers, reality TV stars are getting it done, so you decide to do it, you're not doing that for yourself. You're doing it to be the lookalike of whoever's popping.
And
Yeah.
trends change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So, but on the flip side, what about men who are balding that get a hair transplant, or men that take steroids, or men who get their, I don't know, they're doing things to themselves because they know, hey, physically, because bodies are all different. I've been going to the gym for 5 years straight and I look still scrawny.
Right.
Take a few injections, get some HDH, get some steroids, and boom, all of a sudden now you're looking like,
Yeah, it's
That's what-
similar.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sly Stallone,
Right.
they still look like they're like 40, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
See,
Right.
all natural.
Yeah.
There you go.
Natural's the best way to go. Like
There you go.
ask little Kim. Ah.
Oh,
Sometimes it gets too extreme, man. Oh my god.
There's really no going back, right? Like,
Yeah.
and as
Right.
times change, we're talking right now, BBLs, maybe
Yeah.
some guys and music videos and things like that. In 10 years, what if those big butts aren't as viewed as sexy?
there you
Now
go.
you're gonna have to get rid of some of that, like,
Yeah.
or if
I
you have
hope-
some injections in
Yeah.
your face,
Yeah.
now you got trends change. Like I don't
True.
get it.
It's
Just
men are okay with
just
that,
be
though.
natural.
But some men are okay with
Yeah.
that. Some men are okay with that.
Yeah.
But we could even get down to the nitty gritty. What about if you have a space between your teeth and you decide to get it corrected?
Are you?
Because
Yeah.
hey, some guy said to you, "You're pretty and all, but that space in between your tooth, I'm not messing with that," right? So again, it goes back to: are you doing it for confidence, or are you doing it because you see everybody? Veneers, same thing,
Yeah.
right?
that's
You
a
might
big
not have
thing.
the whitest, straightest teeth, but now you're seeing everybody who are skinning their teeth out. So now all of a sudden, boom, you're doing it. So it doesn't even have to be the BBLs and the implants. It could even be the little
Small
things,
things, yeah.
right? So I guess my advice, or what I like to look at it as, if you're doing it for yourself, you do you,
Yeah.
do what you got to do. But if you're doing it to be a lookalike and a damn near clone, I got an issue with that.
Yeah.
Because you guys may look all the same now, but 10, 15, 20 years from now,
You all try to look like somebody else.
exactly.
It's not Kim Kardashian anymore. It's somebody
Right.
else.
Remember, everybody gets old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everybody's got money to
Yeah.
keep up with all
Yeah.
these cosmetic procedures and stuff, right? So I don't know. But that was a good question, Jace.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I liked it.
I hope I answered your question, Jace.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, any closing thoughts on that?
No, I think you said it best.
Yeah, you did.
I'm just like really against this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like as soon as I hear something's done, it just for me it's a turn off.
I'm
Right.
on the same page, but I understand someone lacking confidence if you're doing it for yourself,
Yeah.
and you're probably not doing it for the attraction of a man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Then go for it. But I don't think they need to. But
That's
again,
true.
it's their own perception, whatever.
100%.
Yeah.
And also too, even Cardi B. I think it was a couple years ago. She spoke out about it, where she got her BBL done in some basement in the Bronx.
Damn.
And first off, if you're getting anything done in the basement in the Bronx, you damn well know it's somebody who shouldn't be doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
And she spoke about it, and she regretted getting it done because now she was facing complications and all
Right.
these other different things. So
Yep.
from her point of view, she was like, listen, for the women out there that want to get things done, get it professionally done. Right?
Easy for her to say.
Yeah, it's
True.
Sometimes when before she got it done in the Bronx,
Yeah.
in the basement, she didn't have the
She
money
had
at
the
the
money.
time.
Right.
Now she has the money. She like get it professionally done.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Yeah.
You did it there because of a reason.
Exactly.
But also too, she's speaking out from a point of looking out for other women
Yes,
too,
yes.
right? Because she
That's
could easily just keep it to herself
Yeah.
and say it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But she's using her platform to say, hey, if you want to get XYZ done, spend the money and get it done.
Right, because I'm going through all these complications
Right.
and luckily I have money to deal with the complications. If you don't have
Exactly.
money, how you
Just
gonna
don't do
pay
it.
for more?
Yeah.
Just don't do
Exactly.
it.
Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
But
Totally.
yeah, no. Oh, and just to kind of backtrack a bit to the original point of, I know I said I feel like some women do it for the sake of, for a man or for men, because that's what men look for in today's world. But also too, I do think it comes down to, again, the competition of women where,
She
she
that.
got that
Yeah.
done. I'm going to get the same thing, and I'm going to show her that I'm
I
going to
got
look
it
better.
Yeah.
Oh, she got her procedure done in, wherever. It's somewhere in Miami. No, I'm going to go directly to Dr. Miami. Oh, that's where the Kardashians get it done, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's now turned into like a competition,
Yeah.
right? And anything you could do, I could do better,
Yeah.
right? So, again, just go back to the basics and the roots. If you're going to do it for confidence sake, for your own personal confidence, do it. But if you're going to do it for competition purposes, or you're going to do it to, compete with other individuals or whatnot, you're better off not doing it and just being yourself. But
Yeah. Chase, I actually want to tap on that. So, you asked me the question, like, what is my preferred type?
Yes.
So, Sammy, What's your preferred type in a woman?
Blows and skirts.
I would first ask if she has a library card. And
Okay.
actually, for me, it's very personable. Like personality means a lot.
Okay.
So I would talk to somebody and probably be friends with the person before I know, because I think I need an emotional connection to the person before I get that. You get attraction, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I'm a man. We are like that. We look for certain things.
Okay.
But I don't think I have like a certain type or that I can actually
No.
put a label to.
No.
I have a
Yeah.
type in my mind that I know that I probably like.
Yes.
But I don't think I have I don't think I personally can label it. Probably
Yeah.
friends of mine could say, "Oh no, you like this, 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 and this,"
Yeah.
and they'll probably be right.
We're talking about physical appearance.
Physical
here.
appearances, but I don't think I personally know what I like. I just see it. I'm like, "Oh, I like that," but other than that, I think
You should know, though.
it changes though for me, because people my type
Yeah.
that I would normally go for, I don't actually want to be with. So for me personally, it does go to me learning about the personality, because I find I get more attracted to who I connect with. So not to say that there's not a physical part to it, but I'm saying that over time and over conversation,
Yeah.
people become a lot more attracted for me by the way they talk, the way they behave, the way they carry themselves.
Okay.
You know, so certain things that I
Okay.
think those are my things that you need. So
Okay.
I don't have a checklist say, okay, this person, like the girl has to be
Like short or tall.
short, tall,
Same. Yeah.
C
Yeah.
cup.
Matter. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have those.
Yeah.
Because if she speaks well, carries herself classy, you know what I mean? Not gonna
Carries
say
herself classy.
anything else,
What
but
if she don't take? What if she doesn't dress classy? What if
no,
she's
no,
just
I'm not
like,
saying dress classy. I mean
Yeah.
like carries themselves classy in
Okay.
terms of the way they speak to other people, the way you treat other people means so much to me,
Yeah.
because the way you treat, let's say you're at a restaurant, and the way you treat the waitress or the way you treat the waiter, that speaks of how your personality is. So if you're the hottest girl in the world for those, whatever the traits are for the hottest girl in the world, and you treat the waitress like shit, I'm automatically not attracted to you. I don't
I get
care.
what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'm one of those
Okay.
rare guys, Hit me up if if that's something that you're interested in.
Do you have a
Understandable.
preference, Jace?
Yeah, I like them short chubs.
Okay.
Yeah,
At least someone
I
knows.
like them short chubs. Y'all hit me up.
What about you, JR?
I
Anything?
didn't finish. Go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
No, that's fine.
You're the chub
That's
chub
fine.
king.
He doesn't. He doesn't. Personality don't matter as long as you chub your
He
shirt.
just say chub chub.
I like
Okay.
them short chub that you could, and then a lady in the streets.
Yeah,
that's it.
Freak.
Okay.
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 All right. Oh, you're asking me?
Here.
Oh, you can go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
done.
Oh.
You're done.
That's my
Oh.
requirements.
I like how
That's my
I
requirement.
like how Sammy
Well,
actually.
let
broke
me
it
add
down.
some. Let me add some extra thing.
Well,
You have to be a really good person as well, and you gotta make sure that you can speak English. And
Oh, shoot.
English is very important.
Yeah,
because
Okay.
because that's what you speak.
that's what you speak. And someone who cares and can look after me, and I can see is a very motherly person. Short,
Okay.
chub, motherly, that type of girl.
okay, so you don't want a
That's
tall
fair.
girl like your height. You.
Nah.
But what if she's like really nice and she has all those qualities that you're looking for
Too tall.
in a woman?
Nah, I still need some.
Would you date somebody that's too tall or too short?
I don't care about height at all.
So she can be tall and you'll date her.
Yeah,
It's just a matter of the personality.
she could be shorter than me too. I would date
Okay.
her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. What
That's
about you,
fair.
Jer?
I think for me it goes down to, yeah, like the physical appearance is everything, but I need
Man,
to.
give us the physical.
Nah, man,
He
I
said
need-
it was everything, so he started off.
No. Sorry, I should.
Where
say
are we, a Bible church?
The physical
Give me
appearance
that
is one
physical
thing, but it also comes down to like just connecting with them, like on an
We're good,
emotional
we're
level.
good men here. What are you talking about, Jay?
Right? Like, connecting to them on an emotional level, being in tune with your emotions. Like, we have to share the same values as well. Like, that's important.
All right, you're
to
walking
me.
into a mall.
Okay.
Let me try to help her. You're walking into a mall. How are you gonna connect with her on a deeper level?
I think it just comes down
That
to...
comes after the fact.
Okay, so physical appearance.
There we go. Who are you checking out with the shades?
Height doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Nobody taller than me, because
Okay.
there you go, because I'm already 6'4", so I mean, God.
We see the same height, so yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to work on himself. He's 6'4", and they go
He
for him
doesn't-
anyway.
He does
That's it.
6'4" with the money. The man doesn't.
Like,
need-
they come to me. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Remember,
And then
50-50.
I line up and
50-50.
Okay, so when they
you-
come to you and you like move to this side, which one are you keeping on this side?
I'm keeping the ones that, or well, yeah, I don't want to go down that road, but I'm
The one.
I'm gonna be attracted to
More
just
than-
holding a conversation.
Man,
No,
you
it's
ever
true.
come with
No.
this
No.
conversation?
It's legit. It's legit. It's legit.
Like,
Okay, there's 5 girls there, right?
okay,
How are you gonna determine if you hold a conversation?
But we're not gonna just pick
Yeah.
them and be like, "Hey, let's
Yeah,
go."
But you're gonna
Yeah.
pick the one that you're most attracted to walk up to start
All
the
guys do
conversation,
that.
right?
Yes.
All guys do that.
There's a plan A, plan B, plan C. C is not that bad. You're somewhat attractive, but
True.
if she can hold a conversation, she already becomes the primary one, or the one that you're gonna go for.
true.
But you talk to plan A because
Yeah.
of a physical thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, based off of how we're having that conversation.
Oh my God! Which one are you picking to have the conversation and why?
It's hard though. I think it's more complicated. I understand what JR saying
Yeah, like,
because I don't think I like. Yes, you see the attraction,
yeah,
but that does. I never pick someone like that. Do you know what I mean? So
Okay.
maybe he's not like that either. Maybe Jace is a guy who's like, "Come here, girl."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he said the chop shop, so
Okay, so
we get that.
you
Takes
okay,
time.
So you have,
Takes time.
Let's just start with very basic.
okay,
They're all the same height.
okay,
You got slender.
uh-huh,
You got medium.
okay.
You got chub.
What's higher than Chubb?
Which one you going to? They're all physically attractive,
Yeah,
the same kind of on the same scale, except for that.
I'll go with medium.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we go. All right, now
I
that
like a
we
little
have
meat on
now
my
we-
bone.
Now we have medium.
Okay,
One is 5 foot.
okay,
One is 6 foot.
yeah.
One is 7 foot.
He wants like 5'5".
Yeah, the 5'5". Yeah.
5 foot 5.
That's the
Okay, I didn't
first
say 5
option.
foot 5. So let's
Oh.
let's keep 5.
Oh, you said okay,
I said
5
5
foot.
foot, 6
okay,
foot.
yeah, 5 foot, 5 foot.
5 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you prefer a 5'5" over
yeah.
a 5 foot?
I mean, to me, it really doesn't
Okay,
matter.
we lash
Yeah.
out the 6 foot because she has high heels. She's
Okay.
5'5" now.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so you like a medium type 5'5".
Yeah.
Average.
All right.
See, he's
Yeah.
an average guy.
Do you like a blonde? Do you like a brunette?
No, I think hair color doesn't matter.
Doesn't
I'm
matter,
attracted
okay.
to curly hair because I have
Okay.
curly hair
There
as
you
well.
go. There you go.
And obviously has to be my complexion.
Okay.
That's important to me
Okay.
because again,
There you go.
you know,
Took
Why
a bit of like
yeah.
pulling,
Yeah.
Why
but
does
we
it-
got there.
Why did it have to be your complexion though? Why? What if the
No, no, no.
person's
What I mean, my
amazing and they're
complexion,
darker?
brown or black. That's what I should say.
Okay,
Sorry, I should have
Not a
specified.
Caucasian.
Brown or black.
But what
Yeah.
if they're like whiter or like
You mean
lighter?
like lighter than me?
Yeah.
He likes a little dark
It's
meat.
not- it's
Yeah.
not his
He
likes a little
preference.
dark
Okay.
meat.
But
Okay, I'll go with your preference.
He did say like that's just with the physical. Now he didn't say
Right.
he wouldn't like he would rule it out.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it is lighter because he
So now we know when we
Yeah.
go to a food court in the mall,
Okay.
we're looking for 5'5",
Okay. Yeah.
mixed race perhaps.
Oh, not necessarily mixed race.
Okay, but someone
But
with a little bit
A little
darker
color, a little
complexion.
melanin, you know.
All right.
I want to
That's-
make sure that when we're in the sun, we're not going to get,
Yeah.
you're not going to get burnt.
That
You're
has a
going to
little,
tan.
has a little meat.
Yeah, I don't want you
There
looking
you
like
go.
a lobster. I want
There
you
you
looking like
go.
a nice piece of
Okay.
barbecue
There
meat.
you
you
go.
know?
There you go. That
Lathered
was
up with
it.
some
And
barbecue
now you
sauce.
can have the conversation.
There you go.
There you go. And then you can see if you connect.
There you go.
Well, thank
Perfect.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering.
I'm trying to help you
questions.
there.
Thank you for answering
There
the
you go.
question. And thank you for answering the question.
But I'm still going to try and connect with them, connect and understand their
Oh my
emotional
God.
intelligence.
Yes.
Yes, that comes after.
Yeah.
We know that too.
Yeah.
No, that comes first. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He went to the 7-footer. I'd really like to know the last book you've read.
Oh, God.
That was fun.
good.
So now, since she's asked us the question,
Uh-huh.
I think we got her answer, right?
Yeah.
Do we need to grill her more?
did.
You guys
No,
don't judge me.
no.
I just basically I was put on the spot, so I just
We
kind of
agree.
say what's.
We pulled it out of her.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty open, so
Alright.
it's not like you
Yeah.
know.
We didn't pull it out of Sam, but we're going to come back to that.
Okay.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
All right.
I let it slide this time.
I was wondering. Yeah.
I know you're sweating a little bit.
All right.
Big up to the man them. Natural Mystic. I and I one-on-one.
Yeah, yeah.
Rastafari. I got a joke for y'all.
What you got?
So my girlfriend keeps accusing me of cheating.
Mm-hmm.
She starts sounding like my wife.
Ooh.
All right. Do you remember what this is?
No, he doesn't.
A mime coughing?
No.
Oh.
You played the game before?
He got him yesterday.
Got him. All right, so we are back.
Yep.
What we got on the agenda?
All
Mr.
right.
JR?
So this is another interesting, maybe touchy, maybe sensitive topic. But here at the Laugh Kingz podcast, we don't shy away from nothing. With that being said, do you guys think it's important to have a father figure in a child's life? Let that marinate for a second. And we could look at it from different angles. Whether you did or didn't have a father figure in your life, how did that pan out? And if you have a child or want a child in the future, what is your role as a father figure in their life? So there's so many ways we could look at it.
I think the obvious answer is yes.
Okay.
Like that's common sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because like
But the scenarios of where single moms
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes it's better to raise you without your father, and perhaps the father was abusive or whatever,
Right.
True.
thinks they know better than raising you without a father figure.
Mm.
I think that's where probably the question comes into play a little bit more,
Okay.
where it's like you're with your mom and your mom doesn't want you to, thinks they know better because they think they can raise you as the father and mother, which some of them do believe.
But they may not be wrong either, because if you have a toxic father, then it may be almost better to be raised without a father figure, because they're not wrong, right? Because
Yeah.
if some child has a father that's in out of jail, has that mentality that's like gang banging, and is that the influence that mother would want the child to see? Because they're gonna grow up emulating that. So is that child better off not growing up with a father figure and seeing the mother try to instill the qualities that would stray them off of that path? So it's a really interesting question.
Well, also too, I kind of look at it the opposite way. If you had a father that was in and out of jail, gang banging, selling drugs, you may not necessarily not want them directly around your son, but eventually, as that boy grows older and transitions to a man, it might take that father to say, son, what I'm doing, I don't want you to do.
Yeah.
Right? But that doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily need to have him as a figure in your life.
Yeah.
that could be said in like a one-time conversation and that's it. But I don't know. You could kind of look at it both ways. I agree with you where, yes, the mother is obviously going to look at whether it was her husband, boyfriend, baby father, however their relationship or connection is. She's going to look at it from that point of view and say, his bad ways, bad behaviors, and whatnot, I don't want around my son or daughter as well.
Yeah.
What if he was, cheating with multiple partners?
Yeah.
He may not, the mother may not want him around the daughter because that might, her perception might be, well,
That's
if this
what
happened to my
everybody's-
mother, this is what I have to expect when I enter the dating
Right.
world.
Yeah.
Right?
So I guess from my perspective, because I grew up without a father, so
Mhm.
I find that it didn't impact me, but it could impact you as well. So it's strange for me to answer it that way.
Yeah.
People might not understand, but I kind of understand what I'm saying. Maybe someone who grew up without a father may understand what I'm trying to say, but for me to explain it depends on how strong the person is mentally to
Yeah.
understand. So for me, I think I was strong enough mentally to separate understanding that I didn't need somebody to tell me what a bad father looked like.
Okay.
I think I understood I need to be better than what I saw.
Yeah.
So no one was there, so I see what I want to be because I wanted what I wish I had. It's what I would put out there,
Yeah.
like to change for my child.
Yeah. No, definitely 100%. Right? And I think what's also important to know is that you were smart enough to understand and know that, okay, at a certain age, right is right and wrong is wrong. You didn't need that father figure. Right?
But
Let me
some
ask this
people
question,
might,
though.
right?
Let me ask you this question. You're strong mentally. Do you think if you had a father figure growing up, you would have been even more stronger?
I think it depends on the person. So if my father probably at that stage in his life wouldn't have been a positive influence on me, then I think maybe I'd have poor qualities, whereas
Okay.
I learned these are the poor qualities that I don't want to have or that I
Right.
don't want to. So it's maybe learning from the trauma that you kind of
Right.
seen or that you went through, but not the thing I say is some people don't learn from
Right.
it and they put the same trauma on. So that's so tough, but it's a good question. What do you guys think?
One other question, because most guys aren't like you, right? They're not mentally tough.
Yeah.
But like, if you're raising, let's flip this, and you're having a son, let's say, or like another family member is having a son. How do you judge? I don't know if you can put it in your mother's thought process, but how do you know that your son or your daughter is going to be mentally strong if I don't have them see the father, or if the father's just not there?
You can't.
You can't, right? It's kind of like
That's
luck and
true,
chance.
Yeah,
right?
you kind of have to go by what the person is doing and try
Yeah.
to like look at
Right.
their actions and think like, are they missing that father figure? Is
Yeah.
there somebody, maybe an uncle or somebody that can not step in but have those
Play a role.
conversations a man
Yeah.
needs to
Yeah.
have, like with the son, or
No,
you know.
that's-
So
It's tough
That's
because I
true,
think
man.
like you can't. You're one of the lucky ones, right? And then, but there's most guys who don't have a father figure. They end up in jail.
yeah,
Like they're losers,
That's-
and it's like, how do you figure that out at a young age? This guy needs a little bit more help,
and I'll be honest,
and
I
even
think-
women too.
I'll be honest, at a younger age, I might have been going towards that
Yeah.
path because I didn't know better.
Right.
So it takes time that some people can
Yeah.
figure out, and then some people won't figure out.
But would you take that chance with your own child?
You have to have it in. You have to what's it called? See situation and intercept it is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing it and you can see it, it's clear. Because even I'm looking back at myself, there was so many things that was like, oh, why was I doing those kind of things? But you have to have somebody intercept it, or have that child has to say, what am I doing? Because I'm going to be like every other person I see on these streets that's like,
but that's what you think about when you grow up, right? Like, I want to be cool like this guy. He went to jail. Yeah. Girls want guys who go to jail.
You know what they also want? Money. I need to
but he's making money. Look at him in the corner.
That's true
making
too.
Money, man. Got cash all the time.
They're also getting shot, so there's a lot more money.
But you're not smart enough at that age to think of those things.
It took time to figure that out, and then it's like you can make money in doing things the right way, and it's easier work than getting shot on the streets.
That's true, but I also think too, we fall victim to being, a product of the environment that we're in.
Right.
Right. So and again, this is just climbing the ladder where, if the father who lived generally in that same area, whatnot, he fell victim. Now he's in and out of jail, or maybe he's just doing his own thing elsewhere. And now the son is falling victim, or even the daughter is falling victim to, that environment. So it's almost like if you've never left the country you live in, you never know what the world looks like, right? So you will only see things through one lens. So it's kind of hard to say, yes, okay, well, this person doesn't have a father in their life. Well, yeah, now they're doing all the wrong things, but to them, that's only what they know.
Right.
We look at it as wrong because we know different from right from wrong. But someone that's in that environment without that father figure, without not even
I got the world against me, and this I'm doing my best I can.
There you go.
They think that's like the best they can do based on circumstances. Let me flip it with you. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
So you grew up with a father.
Yes.
Do you think your life would be different if you didn't have that?
I think so.
Dramatically different? It's hard to look back and
that's all he knows, right?
But if you think about the lessons and how your father influenced you, do you look at him as a hero? You know what I mean? Like, do you think your mindset would be different?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Just from having, that father figure to teach me from young right from wrong, where I didn't have to learn the hard way and do the wrongs to figure out, oh, shoot, what I did now is wrong. Now I got a criminal record. Now I got this. Now I got that. I was told from a young age, okay, this is right. This is wrong. So pick which lane you want to be in. And I feel like if I didn't have that father figure, I would have probably had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, like I could say I'm privileged in that aspect, but at the same time, there's also things that you guys have gone through where maybe you had to learn or find out the hard way.
Yeah.
But you might be built different than someone who has a father figure in their life.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I don't think anyone would ever trade the positive, good father figure for having to go through the hard road.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to risk it.
No,
in a sense,
no.
right?
Yeah.
How about you? How about you? Do you think having a father figure in your life, or not having a father figure in your life, would make you different, lesser or more?
I would weigh the situation based on your question, because I also think, yes, it is important to have a father figure, but it's like, what type of father are you? Are you there to set example? Because there are some fathers that's out there, they don't really set example. They're just there. You know what I mean?
Just there.
They're there, but not really there.
Yeah, they're there, but not really there.
Is that good enough in some cases? Is it better than having no one there? If they're not doing any good or bad, you know what I mean? If they're just there.
I think, to answer your question, I think it's good in a sense, even though they're there but not there at the same time.
Right.
But yeah, it's just based on if they're really impacting your life in a good way.
So, is it the same for let's look forward? Is it the same when you become a mother?
Yep.
Let's say, does it depend on how the guy you're with, how he treats you, how he is as a man, how his character is, that you determine how he should be involved in your child's life? Or do you even have the right to even do that?
I don't know.
Let's say he's a loser and he goes back and forth in jail.
Obviously, I won't want somebody like that around me.
Would you want them around your child?
No, because they're not there to set an example, a good example. They're not there to, I think, in that aspect of how you portray it I don't think they're there for the right reason.
Okay.
Even though, yes, you have a father, but he's not there. As I said, you can have a father, he can be there, but it's like he's not there. Because there's, as I said again, there are some fathers that is there, but they're not actual there to kind of lead the child or set an example.
Yeah.
They're just there working, paying the bill. Yes, you're paying the bill, but like I'm talking about teaching your child.
Yeah.
Okay, I got an interesting thing. To play devil's advocate, women are the one looked at. Mothers are looked at the ones that are the nurturers, the ones that are going to care for the child, do all of that, versus the man is the protector and provider.
Yes.
So he will protect the family.
Yes.
He will go out. He will work, make the money, bring the money home.
Yes.
So if we look at the base fundamentals of what being a father figure is, isn't that it? Being protector and provider?
But that's what I said. It's, you could be a protector and a provider, but then what other than, besides being that, what other value you have for your kids?
Right. But
Because I could have a father that's working, being a provider, a protector, but then it's like he's never there. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's never there. He's not showing his love.
You mean like he has the money, he's helping, but
yeah,
he's just
but he's not there. It's like he's like he doesn't show as if he's caring to us. Like
right.
So there's
he's
no
always
influence on your
negative.
life whatsoever other than doing the basic.
But maybe the child sees that and says he's
Hardworking.
Hardworking.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's hardworking. He's making sure
Yeah.
our mouths
He
are
didn't
fed.
leave. He could have left.
Yeah, he
Right.
could've- yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
because okay, let's
You
break
take
it.
I think what men teach their children is responsibility.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fundamental thing that I think men have to start teaching
Yeah.
and stop putting the onus on the women
Yes.
to start doing that. Because when a father acts up or a guy acts up and is an idiot,
Mm-hmm.
you put all the burden and responsibility for a woman to make the decision on how the father should be involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is unfair because if the woman's always taking the risk, she can't calculate what's going to happen in the future. She doesn't know if her son or her daughter is that smart enough to figure it out and not
Yeah.
worry, or if they're fragile and they need a father.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
But you put all the onus on the woman, and then if something does happen bad, the woman gets the blame. It's like you hid me from my father.
Mhm.
My life would have been so much better without you, and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
women get blamed when at the fact of the matter is it's always been the man's fault.
True.
That's why these
Definitely.
asshole deadbeat dads need to actually step the hell up and take responsibility.
Yeah, but I agree with you. But to play devil's advocate is, but what if for whatever reason, right? Okay, let's just say the father's cheating on the mother, right? And he's out gallivanting, doing his thing with other women, right? Now, what if but he's a good father to his children. Now, boom, she flips the script and says, you know what? I don't want you near this house, these kids, whatever the case may be. She sells the house, they move. He has no idea where they move to, all of this and that, right? Now, at some point, if he continues to chase and try and be there for his kids, but she's hiding the kids from him and sheltering him, at what point does he stop? You know what I mean? Because now
He does not stop.
Yeah, you can't stop. If you stop,
Yeah.
then they're gonna think that you don't care enough to be in their life.
Right.
Yeah.
But the kids might not see that he's always trying to contact the mom. He's contacting other family members. The kids don't
It's
see
true
that.
too. Yeah.
Right. So they may think, oh my God, our dad doesn't care about us.
That's fine. You can't control what's happening when you're not there,
Right.
but you do everything as possible to make sure that you're there.
Because
Well,
eventually
definitely.
they may find out,
Right.
and maybe they're not going to find out in that exact moment.
Yeah.
But everything does come to the light. So eventually they could be 20.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could be 24. They're like, someone's going to tell them, your dad was doing this, this, and this,
Yeah.
everything to find you. And then their perception is going to be like, shoot. Like,
That hate that
Yeah.
the child builds up that their father wasn't there
yeah.
Right.
will affect them until one day that person came, exactly what Sam said,
Yeah.
and the father was actually trying to reach out, but just many times it just didn't happen because you were being blocked.
Yeah.
And that
That's
might be a switch in their head, be like,
Perception.
you know what, I had
change.
this hate from my father the entire
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
especially for like a girl. I used to hate men, I used to not trust men, but it was
yeah.
actually the flip side of it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be a little bit more open or
Yeah.
a little bit more soft towards
Yeah.
men, because he was actually trying to do a different thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question to flip the script on this.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. So let's say your mom, dad were together. Whatever happened in between, they no longer are together. They divorce, separate, whatever it may be. And now your mom's new man steps into the picture and he tries to be a father figure to you because your father's out doing whatever. He's no longer in the picture. He pays his child support. He doesn't care about visitation. But now your mom's, or in this instance for Cash, it would be your dad's new girlfriend, or
Right.
however their relationship is. She steps in as a mother figure.
Yeah.
Right. Or in the guy's instance, a father figure. Would you be accepting of that? Or would you always have your guard up kind of thing?
Let you guys speak.
I'll say for me, I think I'd see how it goes. I think you have to feel it out
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that person could have the best of intentions,
Yes.
but they also could not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have to see it for yourself and determine it for
Yeah.
yourself.
Mhm.
I know there's a lot of people out there that just throw up the, I don't care who this person is. I don't
Yeah.
want. It's probably not going to help you to do that. Easier said than done though, so it's a tough things to give someone a chance when you, have that hole in your
Yeah.
life. But I kind of would want to see how they, take it with their actions.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with
That's
Sammy.
fair.
I totally agree. You have to basically feel into the situation and the person
Yeah.
and take
No.
it from there.
I disagree with y'all. I think you still try to be the primary father. You're the father. You try to be the primary father, understanding that you are the stepfather. You're another male role model
Okay.
in
Yeah.
this equation, but I am your father. And you will learn the lessons from me, and you would make sure and you would see my presence felt.
But
Okay.
that approach, it's the right approach. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
I agree that's the
Yeah.
approach that I'd want to take, but I would also be very mindful just because I grew up without a father that approach may come across as too stern and maybe set the other person where they just shut down. Like, oh,
Yeah.
no, you're not going to tell me what to do, because maybe they were open, but they kind of needed to feel out the situation
Yeah.
first. But
That's
if you
true.
come in a little too strong,
Yeah.
and maybe you don't mean it to be too strong,
Right.
but
Yep.
it comes across to that person who has their guard up, they're
Yeah.
shut down, and then they don't ever like you. And you may be the best guy with the best intentions, but they shut
Yeah.
it out. They shut it down right away.
I think that would be like my first choice, though.
Yeah.
And maybe I would feel it out afterwards, because I don't want another man raising my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care if you're a great person or not. I want to make sure that my kids are being raised the way I think they should be raised. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like whatever happened between me and the mother, I don't
Yeah.
think the mother should say, because whatever happened between us, I'm replacing you with the father.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's
you can have
that's
some
fair.
influence because you're there,
Yeah.
but I think I should be the one teaching you those fatherly things.
Mm,
I should be the one taking you to your first baseball game.
right.
I should be the one showing you how to shave.
Yeah.
I should be the one taking you on the first date. You know what I mean? I should
Yeah.
be that guy.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be as accepting if, you know, your mom's new boyfriend was, I don't say he's forcefully trying to be a
Right.
father figure, but he's coming around. He's like, hey, Jace, let's go play some basketball,
Yeah.
shoot hoops. He's not saying, hey, son. He's
Yeah.
not, you know what I mean? He
Trying.
sees you there. So
You would
tries
have to
a
talk. You would have to
cordial-
talk to him one on
Right.
one to make sure that you understand the roles.
Right, right.
And if
Okay.
he's cool with that, he's cool with that. If he's
Yeah.
not cool with that, that's his problem. I will continue to do it.
Yeah.
Then you know that is my intent.
Right.
You're not cool with it, but you got to figure out a way around it.
Because also, too, I think looking at it from, you know, a point of view of, you also want to make sure that the person, this new guy in your mom's life, is good and he has respect. He's not just coming in, running up to her room and
Right.
whatever. He's
Right.
having conversation, you know. So you could kind of feel him out. It's like, okay, if he's a good person towards my mom,
Yeah.
maybe I'll be a little bit more accepting
yeah.
with him, you know. But I like how you said it best. Not a father figure, but a role model,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Because father figure has to be almost be your blood father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But a role model could be,
Anybody.
you know,
An uncle
anybody.
could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I like how you said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And also too, I think it's also important to remember and understand that, you know, for individuals, young kids that are growing up out there without their father or maybe
Yeah.
without their mother in their life, that sometimes they almost want to take the blame. It's
Yeah.
my fault my parents separated, or it's my fault, you know, my father or mother's X, Y, and Z. But, you know, you can't control what decisions adults make,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? All you can do is just be yourself.
And adults too are
Mm.
humans. And that's the thing where kids
Yeah.
sometimes will have to grow and realize
Yeah.
that adults make mistakes too.
Yes.
Definitely.
And we're all human. But growing up, you always think like they know everything, right? So,
Yeah.
You look.
Yeah.
You look at them as the role model. So
Definitely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
all right.
Good topic.
Laugh